Hey everyone, and welcome. I am so excited for what we've got today. We're about to dive into a really fun, super fast-paced geo quiz all about the incredible continent of Africa. So, you think you know your geography? Well, we're about to find out. Feel free to grab a piece of paper or just keep scoring your head, and let's see how you do. You ready for this? Let's jump right in.
Okay, for our first round, we're starting with the big picture stuff. These are some of those amazing, jaw-dropping facts about the continent of Africa as a whole. Let's kick things off with this one.
Okay, take a second and really think about this. What number pops into your head? I mean, we're talking about a continent that is just packed with so many different cultures, languages, and histories. Got your answer locked in?
And the answer is 54. Did you get it? That is 54 unique recognized countries, every single one with its own incredible story. Wow, it really helps you understand how massive and diverse this continent is.
Okay, this next one is a really cool piece of trivia. Seriously, there's something about where Africa is on the map that no other continent on the entire planet can claim. Any ideas what it could be?
Get this, it is the only continent in all four hemispheres. That's right. It's in the northern, the southern, the eastern, and the western hemispheres. Think about it. Both the equator and the prime meridian slice right through it. How cool is that?
All right, for this next one, picture a map of Africa in your head. You've got this huge landmass, right? And there's water on either side. So can you name the two massive oceans that border it?
If you were thinking of the Atlantic and the Indian Oceans, you nailed it. The Atlantic's on the west, and the Indian Ocean is over on the east. And just like that, round one is done. How's your score looking?
Okay, let's get into round two. We've covered some big picture facts. Now let's kind of zoom in on the actual skills you need to read a map. This round is all about testing our map vocabulary. You've seen these a million times, right? The maps with all the different colored countries. But what exactly is a political map? What's it trying to show us?
Exactly! A political map shows us all the man-made stuff. Things like countries, capital cities, and of course those super important borders. Which actually leads us perfectly to our next question.
So we just said the word border. It's like the most basic thing on a political map. But what is it? What does that line on the paper actually mean out there in the real world?
Basically, a border is just a line where one country stops and another one starts. And they come in two main flavors. You've got your natural borders, like a river or a big mountain range, and then you've got your man-made ones, which could be anything from a fence to just a line drawn in the dirt.
Okay, here's a term you hear all the time in geography. But what does it really mean when we say a country is landlocked? It's pretty straightforward, actually. A landlocked country is just, well, locked in by land. It's completely surrounded by other countries, so it has absolutely no way to get to the sea. And you can imagine, that can be a big deal for things like trade. Good examples are countries like Botswana and Lesotho. So, we've done landlocked. Now, let's flip it completely to the opposite. This one might seem super easy, but let's make sure we've got the official definition down. So, what is an island?
And there it is. Simple as that. An island is a piece of land totally surrounded by water. You guys are crushing this. Okay, for our final round, we're going to zoom way in on one specific country.
All right, it's time for our third and final round. And for this one, we are putting one single country in the spotlight. The nation way down at the southern tip of the continent, South Africa. Let's see what you know about it.
So, South Africa shares borders with a bunch of other countries. But how many exactly? What do you think?
The answer is 6. Yep, 6 different countries. Now, let's see if you can name any of them before I show you.
Okay, so looking to the north, you've got Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique. And then there's also Eswatini and the little nation of Lesotho. Wow, that is a lot of neighbors to keep track of.
Okay, now here's a real brain teaser for you. We talked about landlocked countries, right? Well, this is a whole other level. There is an entire independent country inside the borders of South Africa. Do you know which one it is?
It's Lesotho. Isn't that wild? It's a whole kingdom, completely surrounded by South Africa. And, a cool little fun fact for you, it's way up high in the Drakensberg mountain range.
Okay, here we go. The final question of the quiz, and it might be the toughest one yet. See, most countries just have one capital city,
But South Africa is different. It has 3. Can you name them? And here they are. South Africa actually splits its government powers between 3 different cities. You've got Pretoria for the executive branch, Bloemfontein for the judicial branch, and Cape Town for the legislative branch. What a fascinating way to do it. And that is it. The quiz is over. So how'd you do? Go ahead and count up your score, but you know what? The real prize is all the cool stuff we just learned together.
So let's just recap some of the biggest wow facts. Remember this, Africa is the only continent in all 4 hemispheres. There are countries completely locked in by land, and South Africa has 3 capitals? Just incredible stuff.
You know, we covered so much in just a few minutes, but it's really just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to discover. So I'll leave you with one last question. What amazing new thing are you going to go learn about the world today? Thanks so much for playing along with me.